Welcome viewers, you're now watching Hornbill TV's Prime Time. A day after a deadly attack that left 8 people dead and several injured, the Ministry of Home Affairs on Tuesday handed over the investigation into the Delhi car blast case to the National Investigation Agency, considering it a possible act of terror. The decision comes amid concerns over the nature and links of the explosion, which occurred near the Red Fort metro station on Monday. The NIA will take over the probe formally from Delhi police and examine all aspects of case, including the materials used in the blast and possible terror links. Earlier, post-blast investigation team of the National Security Guard has collected forensic evidence from the site along with the forensic science lab team. The transfer of the case to the NIA indicates the centre's intent to ensure a comprehensive and coordinated investigation into the incident. More than 8 people were likely killed and several others injured in the explosion. So far, the numbers are rising, and there are updates that the numbers have reached up to 12, prompting 2 back-to-back high-level security review meeting chaired by Union Home Minister Amit Shah. The first round of meeting occurred in the morning for over 1 hour at the Home Minister's residence. The second round of meeting started at 3 p.m. local time in the Ministry of Home Affairs office at Kartavya Bhavan. Soon after the blast, Shah on Monday directed a multiple agency investigation involving NIA, NSG, FSL and Delhi police to determine the cause, nature and source of the explosives. PM Narendra Modi on Tuesday expressed his deep sorrow over the Red Fort blast, saying it has deeply saddened everyone and assured the nation that those responsible will face justice. Prime Minister Modi, currently on a 2-day visit to the Bhutan state, stated that he was in touch with investigating agencies throughout the night, and they are working to uncover the truth behind the Red Fort blast, which claimed more than 9 lives and injured several others. The remarks come a day after a high-intensity explosion ripped through a slow-moving Hyundai i20 car near the Red Fort in central Delhi, killing at least 8 people and injuring several others. The blast occurred around 7 p.m. local time at the Subhash Marg traffic signal, damaging nearby vehicles and prompting a nationwide alert. Delhi police registered a case under the UAPA, the Explosive Act and the Bhatia Nyay Sanhita at Kotwali police station. Multiple agencies are investigating the explosion to determine its cause and motive.
बहुत भारी मन से आया हूं। कल शाम दिल्ली में हुई भयावह घटना ने सभी के मन को व्यथित कर दिया है। मैं पीड़ित परिवारों का दुख समझता हूं। आज पूरा देश उनके साथ खड़ा है। मैं कल रात भर इस घटना की जांच में जुटी सभी एजेंसियों के साथ, सभी महत्वपूर्ण लोगों के साथ संपर्क में था, विचार विमर्श चलता था, जानकारियों के तार जोड़े जा रहे थे। हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta on Tuesday expressed her condolences over the recent blast near the Red Fort in the national capital, which claimed the lives of at least more than 8 people and left several others injured. She also mentioned visiting the hospital to meet the injured and reiterated that the government support to the families, ensuring they do not face any hardships. Addressing a press conference, Chief Minister Rekha Gupta said it was an unfortunate incident. All the agencies are doing their work and added that the government support is with the people and the family should not face any problems.
अनफॉर्चुनेट है ये हादसा और सभी एजेंसीज अपना काम कर रही हैं और पूरी तरीके से इसकी तह तक जाने का उनका काम चल रहा है। और हम खुद अस्पताल गए, जो भी इंजर्ड लोग थे मेरा उनसे मिलना भी हुआ, उनके परिवारों को कोई दिक्कत ना आए और सरकार का पूरा सहयोग उनके साथ है, पूरी संवेदनाएं।
As the numbers keep rising, at least for now, at least 12 people were killed in an explosion at the District and Session Court of Islamabad's G11 area on Tuesday, as reported by Dawn. According to Dawn, the death toll was confirmed by a senior Islamabad police official. The cause of the explosion is yet to be determined and an investigation is underway so far. Videos circulating on social media showed flames and thick plumes of smoke rising from the wreckage of a charred vehicle behind a security barrier following the blast, as reported by Dawn. As per Dawn News TV, the sound of the explosion was heard as far as 6 kilometers away. Security forces have cordoned off the area as rescue and investigation teams arrive at the scene. Authorities are yet to release details about the nature of the explosion or possible suspects behind the attack, Dawn reported.
पे यहाँ की कैरी के ऊपर एक खुदकश हमला हुआ है और वो हमला आप देख सकते हैं कि जितना यहाँ पे नुकसान हुआ है उसमें अभी तक 12 लोग जो हैं वो शहीद हो चुके हैं और 27 के करीब जख्मी का हम इलाज ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं। हमारी टीम ऑलरेडी हॉस्पिटल में मौजूद है और जो बेस्ट फैसिलिटी दे सकते हैं दे रहे हैं। और प्राइम मिनिस्टर खुद भी हॉस्पिटल वालों से भी बात कर रहे थे, उनको कह रहे थे कि
Time for a short break. Stay tuned.
On the rise, सुन ले आसमां, डबल इंजन का ये मिशन है महान। 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे, 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे। मथुरा की गलियों में गूंजे है राधा, अयोध्या में दूर हुई मंदिर की बाधा, काशी प्रयागराज की गोल्डन चमक, यूपी सरकार की गूंजे धमक। सड़कों पर फर्राटा फिक्रलेस बिल्कुल बिंदास, एक्सप्रेस वे पर साए साए पूरा विश्वास। विकसित यूपी की बढ़ गई प्यास, 2047 का ये विजन बहुत खास। माफिया का दी एंड, फियर गॉन, योगी राज में लॉ एंड ऑर्डर हुआ स्ट्रॉन्ग। बेखौफ घूमे जनता, गुंडों पर मार, नया यूपी तोड़ रहा पुरानी दीवार। यूपी ऑन द राइज, सुन ले आसमां, डबल इंजन का ये मिशन है महान। 2047 तक हम न रुकेंगे, 6 ट्रिलियन का ड्रीम पूरा करेंगे।
Hailing India as an important economic and strategic security partner in the Indo-Pacific region, US President Donald Trump said the United States has a fantastic relationship with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. During the swearing-in ceremony of Sergio Joe as the new U.S. ambassador to India on Monday, Trump remarked U.S. has a fantastic relationship with the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It has only enhanced because he has become already friendly with the Prime Minister. Underscoring India's rapid economic growth and its key role in regional security, Trump stated, India has the fastest growing middle class and is an important economic and strategic security partner in the Indo-Pacific region. During the ceremony, Trump also noted that the United States and India were pretty close to reaching a fair trade deal and indicates his willingness to reduce tariffs imposed on New Delhi.
Sergio, to help strengthen one of our country's most important international relationships, and that's the strategic partnership with the Republic of India. It's a big deal. India is home to one of the world's oldest civilizations, the largest country in the world, actually, and it's got over 1.5 billion people, and we have a fantastic relationship with the Prime Minister, Modi, and Sergio has only enhanced that because he's become already friendly with the Prime Minister, knowing that Sergio is going to be the ambassador they would call constantly to say, let's get to know this man, and they like what they see. So I know you're going to have a great success over this. It's a very important relationship. But it's also the fastest growing middle class, and it's an important economic and strategic security partner in the Indo-Pacific region. It's an amazing country, actually. 1.5 billion people. China has 1.4 billion. Those are two big countries. And, you know, we're making a deal with India, a much different deal than we had in the past. So right now they don't love me, but they'll love us again. We're getting a fair deal, just a fair trade deal. We had pretty unfair trade deals. They're very good negotiators, Sergio, so you have to take a look at that, if you would, please. But we're getting close, Scott. I think we're pretty close to doing a deal that's good for everybody, right? In the old days, do you think Biden would ask that question? I don't think so.
How close are you to a deal on a trade deal with India? Are you
Right.
willing to consider lowering the current tariff rate?
Well, right now the tariffs are very high on India because of the Russian oil, and they've stopped doing the Russian oil. It's been reduced very substantially. Yeah, we're going to be bringing the tariffs down.
What kind of level are we talking about here?
I mean,
How
at
close
some
are
point, at some point we're going to be bringing them down. Without tariffs, this country would be in such trouble, as they were for many years. That's why we owe $38 trillion. And one of the things we're going to do, we're going to issue a dividend to...
We'll now take a short break.
Think outside.
Bangladesh National Party leader Hafiz Uddin Ahmad Bir Bikram on Tuesday stated that interim government-led Professor Muhammad Yunus is a weak government. He said Professor Yunus is a well-known global personality respected by the people of Bangladesh. But the people he has chosen as members of the caretaker administration have no experience in running any administration. They were connected with some NGOs running the country too much for them. He further said the internal law and order situation is very bad. The only hope having a free and fair election can be achieved if the army supports the government fully.
The election and before. So what do you actually think?
The interim government led by Professor Muhammad Yunus is a very weak government. Professor Yunus is a well-known global personality respected by the people of Bangladesh, but the people he has chosen as members of the caretaker administration, they have no experience of running any administration. They were connected with some NGOs, and all they know is to run NGOs. Running the country is too much for them. Were so much corrupt, and they were dislodged by the people, and they don't have the moral courage to face the people. So internal law and order situation is very bad. Only hope of having a free and fair election can be achieved if the army supports the government fully from their heart. So a lot depends on the performance of the army. If they are serious, they have been given magisterial power already. So if they perform their duties, then election should not be a problem. It would be a free and fair election. But the police administration is very weak. The government is also weak. Election Commission is trying their best. It all depends on the armed forces and other law enforcing agencies to conduct the elections in a free and fair manner.
Recently, before election, there are political debate over the referendum issues and other issues, including the reform issues. So, do you think that will be hindering the electoral process, which is declared on February next year?
The discussion phase is over by now, and the persons who conducted the reform dialogues, they have all left for USA. So now only one issue is left about a referendum, whether the referendum should take place before election or on the election day. Some of the parties, smaller parties, they wanted it on before the election day, but BNP and all the major parties except Jamaat-e-Islami, they all want it on the election day. There are many valid reasons for that. Conducting a referendum is a matter of expense, a lot of expensive. So it is always better to have the election, have the referendum on the election day. Most of the political parties are in favor of holding it on the election day. So this is only a small thing to be resolved by the interim government now. They have given a deadline of 7 days, which expires today. So I hope tomorrow we'll hear something from the government. We have requested the caretaker administration to sit with 2 to 3 major parties and decide the issue. Reform itself, as it appears now, they have left the job unfinished. The reform, the sponsors, the organizers of reform, Dr. Ali Riaz, he has left before finishing his full task. At the fag end, he has just left. So they should have finished this also. Now leaving it to the political parties is not valid and is not acceptable, since they have conducted a discussion meeting for nearly a year. So they should have finished this part, and then finish this part means the day of referendum, then concluded these sessions. So now we have asked the Chief of Caretaker Government to resolve this last final issue. Hope they will come out with some solution tomorrow or day after. But whatever the reform proposals they have done, many people think that it's not logical. They would like to introduce 48 clauses, 48 separate subjects for reform. For a common people to vote on 48 items on one day is not possible, and all our people are not highly educated. They all do not understand this implication of these 48 proposals. So So what the government should have done, the reform proposal should have been, there are 28 reform proposals on which all the parties are unanimous. They should have picked up this unanimous 28-point reform proposals and put that into the referendum instead of the 48 with note of dissent. So we hope something can be done even now at this late stage. They should accept only those proposals on which all the political parties are unanimous. They all agree, so that the question of dissent does not appear. But still, we keep our fingers crossed. Let's see what Professor Yunus and his team does at the fag end of this discussion.
Express the fear of the...
That's all for now. Thank you for watching Hornbill TV.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.